Hello again everyone, and welcome to more Let's Play Castlevania Symphony of the Night. When we were last together, we had made our way into the Colosseum, and we had learned who the Master of Castlevania is. But we also discovered the Mist Power-Up relic, which will allow us to temporarily turn into mist, which will get us through barriers. And using this new power, we are heading back to the library. Because between the mist power and our double jumping ability, we have new things to check out. There's another pentagram power-up. I really should start putting these to good use at some point. Actually, I think before we go much further that direction, we're going to go up there. Provided I can actually get up there. No. Took out most of our enemies in one shot. Annoying flea man. We're now in a little area behind the library. And there are some very special goodies around here we want to grab. And what do we have here? A stone mat. Another place we can just sit back and relax. Let's see, how does the stone mat compare? Defense goes down 1, but intelligence goes up 3. So you see that bookcase? Sure looks like there's something behind that bookcase, don't you think? Well, what do you know, there is. And we find the topaz circlet and the holy rod. The holy rod is not quite as powerful as our shield rod, but it is holy, and it will do extra damage to demons and undead monsters. There we go, the topaz circlet. It restores HP by poison damage, increases our intelligence by quite a bit, but lowers our defense by about 3 points. And we don't want to be poisoned unless we absolutely have to. So we're just going to let it be for the time being. Flee. Actually, I'm having trouble thinking of enemies quite as annoying as the flea men. The Medusa heads are pretty bad. Alright, and that is why we wanted to use the Holy Rod. That demon here takes a whole lot extra damage when you use it on him. Now he's just going to mostly fly around summoning enemies. In fact, we'll probably kill him before he gets any real offense off. And down you go. And like most bosses, when you take them out, you find out they were probably guarding something that you really want to get your hands on. And this guy is no different. No, we don't want the Take Mitsu. The Onyx isn't bad, though. We want that. That is the soul of Bat. Where is it? There we go. And with the soul of Bat, we can transform into a bat. And as a bat, we can fly. So between the mist form and the bat form, there is almost nowhere in the castle we can't get to. And that includes fighting the boss of Castlevania. Alright, let's save real quick. Just going to avoid him. No, you don't want to be a wolf, you want to be a bat. And here we find some goodies, including the Ferry Park. The Ferry card is a relic that will allow us to summon our first familiar. Take a look at it real quick. Summons the Ferry familiar. Right now it's turned off. You have to actively turn it on before you can summon your familiar. For the time being, we're going to keep it off because there is a trick you can do with the Ferry familiar. And we'll probably do it a little bit later. Right now, what we're going to do is use this Soul of Bat to get ourselves to a couple of places that we couldn't get before. Just a couple. We're not going to hunt down every nook and cranny. Oh, we're cursed. That means no swinging our weapon. Avoid you jokers. So I thought. Alright, going up. We're going to take our teleporter here to the very beginning of the game. Nope, a few more. There we go. There are some goodies back at the very beginning that we can only get now that we can become a bat. And we're just going to fly over all of you jokers. There's a trick with these stones here. I think if you go in as a bat, transform into a wolf halfway, yes, it opens up a passageway down here, where we can get the life apple and the jewel sword. The jewel sword is actually kind of cool. It will transform enemies into jewels. What that just means is enemies are more likely to drop jewels when you kill them. Not always very valuable jewels, though. And if you do a fireball motion, down, forward, you'll also create a couple of coins when you swing. So it's not a bad way to rack up some money. Okay, that's an aquamarine. That's actually worth something. So maybe we'll just use the jewel sword for a little while. Our next goal is up here. Oh, we remember this guy. Oh, that guy was making a fool out of me. Ow. Good, you're finally dead. Now let's hang on to the axe for the moment. There we go, a nice little save point. And that is what we came here to get. This is the Holy Mail. The Holy Mail is strong versus holy attacks, and its defense is also a bit better than our Ice Mail. Unfortunately, there aren't many enemies at all that use holy damage in this game. But there's one coming up that does, and having this armor is going to help us out. Blade, you're a jerk. Much better than last time. Alright, once again, we're just going to fly over everyone. We've seen these enemies before, we know how to deal with them. This is the very beginning of the game. And there are some goodies to find way up here. We have the Power of Wolf and a life max up. Power of Wolf allows us to do damage every one. Alright, let's just fly over everyone. I'm going to take the shortcut back this way. And we're going to go up here and save real quick. Well, my apologies about that, everyone. My equipment is being very temperamental tonight. But hopefully this will help things move a little more smoothly. Especially for me. Yes, let's teleport here. You know what? No, I take it back. Our bat can't even shoot fireballs yet. we're going to fly all the way up. And fly even further up to get the goodies that are in here. There are a few of them, so it's real worthwhile to visit. But nothing going on over there. Yep, we got our next familiar, the ghost. And you know what? We might as well summon the ghost. And that little flying skull is going to follow us around for as long as we have that card turned on. And he will help us by fighting with the enemies. Now right now our familiar, you can look at the familiars right here, the ghost is only level 1 with 6 experience. As he levels up, he'll get more powerful and more aggressive. But before we take on the boss of Castlevania, the Lord of Castlevania, if you would, we're just going to check out a few things around here. Flee. Good ghost. If you check the map, there's a few things to explore around here. But we can't really defend ourselves as a bat right now. But that will change. Eventually the bat will get ways to defend itself. That little jerk. Picking on a poor defenseless bat. Ah, I missed. There we go. So there's actually a nice goodie around here that I want to grab real quick. If I can find it. Just die. Thank you. Here we go. We now have the power of mist. So when we turn to our mist form, we can stay in it and fly around. It's a lot slower than being a bat, but we are immune to all harm, and we can still pass through all kinds of objects without being harmed. But here is where we really want to be. And you may remember this area from the beginning of the game. We're gonna go up here, because there are goodies for us. A lot of really strong healing items, huh? Think maybe they're trying to tell us something? And the Platinum Mail. Platinum Mail isn't quite as strong as our Holy Mail, and it doesn't have the added bonus of being strong against holy attacks. We are going to change our sword, though. Well, our weapon. We'll go back to using the shield rod. And let's smash a few of these. And just like we fought Dracula in the beginning of the game, our boss is waiting for us beyond this door. So, before we go and fight the boss, we're going to save the game, so that way I don't have to go through that again. And you don't have to go through that again. Alright, and behind door number 1 is...
I've been waiting for you.
So it is you. But why is a Belmont planning the resurrection of Count Dracula?
Count Dracula rises but once every century, and my role is over. If I can resurrect him, then the battle will last for eternity.
Well, we're going to turn the mist form, try to avoid that attack. So, yep, Richter Belmont is the boss of Castlevania. And he's whooping my butt.
You fool!
Get him, Ghost, get him.
You fool!
Oh, wrong button. Ah, you didn't like that, did you? Oh, did we get him?
Magnificent! But now feel my unbridled
No.
wrath.
He's going to use even more powerful magic against us. Now we got him.
It's over, Belmont.
So the war between humans and vampires finally ends here. What need for the shepherd when the wolves have all gone? My time on this world has come to an end.
And there we go. Here is the ending cutscene for Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Without Richter to control the castle, it is being destroyed and sent back into wherever it goes each time Dracula is destroyed.
Mankind continues to fight, but it is a desperate fight to stay alive. I suppose that he chose a life of warfare, since that was the only way he knew. Like you, Father, he chose a path of destruction. Farewell, land of my birth. Never again will these eyes gaze upon your beauty.
And having defeated Richter Belmont and destroyed Castlevania, Alucard wanders off into the night. And that is the ending to Castlevania Symphony of the Night. But it feels a little anticlimactic, don't you think? Like, a bunch of questions are left unanswered? Well, that's because there is still more to the game. This is only one of 4 possible endings that we can get. So, we will explore the castle some more and see if maybe there are more secrets to discover. Unfortunately, though, I've learned that I cannot skip the ending credits. So I will have to stay and watch the rest of them, but those of you watching do not. I'll be cutting off the video in just a few minutes, but when we get together next time, we will explore the rest of Castlevania and see what other secrets we can discover. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.